Thanks all the investors, innovation leaders, and AI experts who are joining us today to witness EthAum's AI Demo Day. This is Madhu Gupta, Managing Partner at EthAum. We are a zero-based revenue scaler headquartered in Singapore with more than 120 B2B global startups in our portfolio. We onboarded 11 innovative AI and extended reality startups for the Zero-Based Revenue Scaler program. During the program, startups went through dozens of pilot conversations with customers and channel partners. Other than innovation days and thought leadership panels, we also hosted the Zero BS Startup Roast series with startups ICP so that founders not only build relations with their dream persona but also fine tune their overall messaging and positioning. We are immensely grateful for the founders' trust in us and are completely awestruck to witness their resilience and growth journey. Today, you will witness quite a few success stories. Just to give a few examples, a seed stage startup is already receiving acquisition interest from leading system integrators. Another startup got oversubscribed for the funding round and achieved a dream cap table while building a pipeline of $30 million. While roast sessions were extremely impactful for all the startups, one specific startup experimented with different ICPs and positioning to finalize their targeted personas and go-to-market strategy. Today, they will put their best foot forward very confidently. Another founder onboarded dream partners and is having sleepless nights while evaluating how to manage this unforeseen growth. I understand you are thrilled to listen these success stories firsthand. Hence, now I will ask Pankaj to move the event along. I hope you have fun at the event and fall in love with founders' passion and innovative solutions. Once again, thanks a lot for joining the event and supporting us today.
Okay, so that was a quick and pretty energetic start from Madhu. I think she might have had 2 Red Bulls before recording this. But yeah, thanks to her for that. Now, as you may be expecting, we have a pretty strong, diverse, and amazing jury today who has a lot of experience with the investments, with AI, with corporate innovation. Jury is going to rate startups, score startups on different aspects of the business, and provide feedback at the end of the session. Now, I would request our esteemed jury to introduce themselves. May I request Thomas to go next, please? Go first. Thomas, please.
Okay, thanks. It's always tough to be the first spot. You don't have a reference. But anyway, my name is Thomas Bilter. I'm from Zurich, Switzerland. I have a computer science background, spent the first part of my professional life in top management consulting. And I've been doing early stage investments for 15 years now, focus on everything digital. So AI obviously comes in the top spot now.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Thomas. Really appreciate your time today. Martin, may I request you to go next, please?
Good morning, everybody. Martin Gosling. I'm head of commercial innovation for a large NHS trust based here in the UK. I currently manage over 130 projects, and my focus is on AI. So I'm currently working on AI-powered autonomous robots, and I've been working as a product designer for the last 40 years.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Martin, for your time today. Appreciate it. Anya, may I request you to go next, please?
Yes, sure. Good morning. I'm Anya Vespoor. I'm a strategy and transformation consultant at Heiberg here in Amsterdam. And I have a focus on corporate innovation as well. So looking to make some matches here and there wherever I go.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Anya. Gonçalo, could you please go next?
Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm Gonçalo. I'm a CTO for Hiscox Europe. So Hiscox is an insurance company where AI is playing a big role currently. I've been at Hiscox now for 3 years with the big transformation programs, digital side, and also bringing AI for what we call the intelligent insurance.
Awesome.
Very happy to be here.
Really appreciate your time today. Rashmi, please.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. It's absolutely a pleasure to meet everybody online. I'm based in India, in a city very close to Mumbai, which is called Pune. My education background has been science, and I'm an MBA grad. I have been managing funds which are focusing on startups. And today, as an investor, I'm looking for tech startups, especially focusing on Gen AI and related technologies. Happy to be part of it.
You will find quite a lot of them today. Thank you, Rashmi, for joining us today. Michelle, please.
Yeah, of course. Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle from Argus Capital. We're a B2B software investor in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. And we combine a VC with an angel syndicate. So we have an investment team of 6 and an angel syndicate of 100 angels. And there we invest agnostically in B2B software in the early stages.
Awesome. Appreciate your time today. Steven, please.
Hi, former head of McKinsey AI in EMEA, and I have a VC fund now focusing on consumer. Had a few nice exits already in AI, and by accident, still a few in portfolio.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Steven. Tahir, would you please go next?
Hello, everyone. I'm Tahir, representing Domino Ventures. Domino Ventures is a VC based in the Netherlands and also Turkey. We invest in across emerging markets and mostly focusing on B2B software businesses.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Tahir. Julian, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm CEO of an international public relations firm, which is sector agnostic. We do financial and corporate communications in multiple countries and regions, and AI obviously plays an important part in that. And the reason I'm here is because AI today is the worst it's ever going to be. So I'm excited to look at the future.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. IK?
Yeah, sure. So up until recently, I was a principal in a German venture capital firm, but I joined an AI company in Silicon Valley that is building an AI scientist, and I'm pretty excited to listen to great pitches today because I wrote my PhD thesis on startup pitches. So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Awesome. Hanan, please.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hanan Al-Ahmari. I specialized in FDI and helping startups enter new markets, especially in Saudi Arabia. I'm excited to hear your ideas today, and I will be looking closely at your ability to grow and your market's readiness. So good luck.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Hi, Michael. Could you please go next?
Hello, everyone. This is Michael Munir. I'm the Chief Technology Officer for EVA it's a leading pharmaceutical company in the Middle East. I'm based in Egypt. I'm very happy to be with you today. Very excited to know more about the available startups and the ideas that will be discussed today.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Michael. Shweta, please.
Hi, everyone. Excited to be here. Like Rashmi, I'm not too far from Mumbai, based out of India at Give City. And that's what I do. I lead the FinTech Innovation Hub here at Give City as part of Plug and Play India. So Plug and Play came to India about a few months ago, and here we run multiple programs already. And as you all would know, Plug and Play is present globally and runs about 600 plus corporate accelerators and corporate innovation programs as we speak. In India, we run 3 of them focused on fintech, mobility, sustainability. We do look at a lot of solutions within AI. So what I'm going to be looking for today is listening to you guys, what your solution is. Is there a fitment to any of the corporates that we work with? Happy to make introductions accordingly.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Shweta. Ganesh is here. Ganesh, could you please introduce yourself quickly?
Hi. Thanks, Pankaj, and thanks to all of you. Great to meet you. I think wishing you a very good day to start with. Ganesh, I am the Chief Digital and Information Officer of Bosch, based out of Bangalore, and excited to know what is happening. And I think as an organization and also personally, AI first is the journey that we're all embarking towards, both in responsible way at the same time, harnessing the value across 3 E's, right?
Thank you.
Value, experience, value, efficiency, value.
Thanks.
Having said that, how this forum can share the latest and greatest ideas is something I'm so excited to get it as a takeaway. And thank you for this opportunity, and looking forward to get to know what is the best ideas and how can I be of help as a part of the jury.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Ganesh. Really appreciate your time today. As you may see, we have a very strong jury today, and I'm expecting some really interesting questions, very difficult technical and commercial questions for the startups today. Jurors, again, please do not forget to score startups after their pitches, and we will also take your final feedback, final insight at the end of the session. Now, just to share the structure of the session, you will watch pre-recorded video pitches for 4 minutes, and then you will ask 1 or 2 questions to the startups. We have 2 minutes for the Q&A, and if there are more questions, please feel free to use chat section. Now we will have to start with the very first presentation, which is Oxbridge Economics. Oxbridge Economics is AI-powered economic and policy analyst solution for financial professionals. And we are good to go.
At Oxbridge Economics, we're building the future of institutional intelligence. AI-powered platforms that help decision makers act faster, forecast better, and stay ahead of risk. We deliver full-stack market-ready AI solutions and high-impact consultancy services anchored in academic-grade rigor. Trusted by leading financial institutions, governments, and NGOs, and supported by public innovation programs, we serve clients across North America, Europe, and Asia from our offices in Boston, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Our flagship products, FinFast and FinAnalytics, are designed to solve 2 major pain points across finance and policy: information overload and modeling complexity. FinFast is our AI-powered report management and analysis platform built for asset managers, analysts, and anyone overloaded with market content. Professionals receive over 100 research reports a day, but only 1% get read, leaving insights buried and risks missed. FinFast turns your emails, folders, and internal databases into a structured, searchable intelligence layer. It translates massive volumes of chaotic market data into clear, actionable insights, so users spend less time searching and more time making decisions. You can chat with documents, extract cited answers, detect market risk using sentiment analysis, and auto-generate dashboards and summaries. It's fast, secure, and built for enterprise compliance. FinAnalytics equips economists, central banks, and hedge funds with powerful forecasting tools, no coding required. Many still rely on outdated models or can't apply frontier research due to technical gaps. FinAnalytics removes that barrier. It embeds academic-grade models like DSGEs from Econometrica into a guided, no-code interface. Users can forecast, simulate, and interpret results with ease, unlocking advanced analysis without needing a team of PhDs. Early users are seeing real results. FinFast has cut research time by up to 90%, while FinAnalytics lets policy teams replicate advanced models instantly. Feedback highlights speed, clarity, and stronger decision-making. Underpinning both platforms is a proprietary tech stack, with 2 granted US patents in AI-driven search and semantic analysis. We're advancing agentic AI workflows, real-time econometric engines, and secure enterprise deployment. Upcoming patents focus on LLM output evaluation and transparent financial chatbots, positioning us at the frontier of scalable, trustworthy institutional AI. Unlike Bloomberg, AlphaSense, or FactSet, each focused on a slice of the workflow, Oxbridge delivers AI search, forecasting, modeling, and compliance-ready delivery in one unified system. We operate a flexible B2B and B2G model, with FinFast priced at $30 to $40 per user monthly and FinAnalytics at $7,000 to $9,000 annually per institution. Our core markets, the US, UK, Hong Kong, and Singapore, include over 45,000 target institutions. We've built a solid foundation through our consultancy, growing 20 to 30% annually and directly supporting platform adoption. Both platforms launch in late 2025, with revenue beginning in 2026, projecting $480,000 ARR from early users. By 2027, we're targeting $4 million ARR from 10,000 FinFast users and 50 FinAnalytics clients. We've secured $642,000 in non-dilutive government grants, awarded to just the top 1 to 3% of applicants. Our $1 million seed round unlocks a 1-to-1 non-dilutive match from the Hong Kong government, doubling capital without extra dilution. Over 40% of the round is allocated to scaling and sales, fueling 100 times user growth and a clear path to $4 million ARR. Our team brings deep expertise from Oxford, Goldman Sachs, and central banks, combining economic insight with world-class AI execution. When you invest in Oxbridge, you're backing a team built to deliver. We'd love to explore how we can work together and welcome you to join us on this journey. Visit oxbridge-econ.com or try FinFast today at finfast.ai. Thank you.
Fantastic. We have time for 2 questions. We have Tiffany on the call to respond to your questions. Do you remember, please unmute yourself?
Yeah, Tiffany here. Hi, everyone.
And you may also be seeing a poll on your screen. Yep, yeah, Hanan, please go ahead.
Your current clients are big institutions. How do you plan to grow by selling your product to smaller companies or individual users?
Yeah, so my current client basically for our services. Yeah, so for our FinFast and FinAnalytics products, FinAnalytics, we definitely target at large institutions, including central banks, hedge fund, yeah. But for FinFast, we target at more general audiences and more general financial professionals. And because those smaller institutions, they have less regulation on information security. So I think that's a good point for us to advertise our products.
Thank you, Hanan. Do we have any other question for Oxbridge? Okay.
Hi, Tiffany. A quick one. In the presentation, I didn't see anything specific about the information you deploy because, let's face it, in the AI days, everything hinges upon unique information and data that you can exploit what others don't. So what is it in your model that actually achieves that type of insights and data, which would be tough to replicate for others? Yeah.
Yeah, two types. First, for FinAnalytics, we build the model by ourselves. This model can be those commonly used ones, but also can include the advanced frontier models that is not published in the public domain, and it's very hard for people without professional knowledge and modern skills to build. That's part one. The part two is our current textual database for FinFast include quite a few articles for the secondary market that is from kind of not published or not easily available articles to foreign investors, particularly for the Chinese market.
Thanks a lot, Tiffany. We will have to take more questions in the Zoom chat section. The next presentation is Symfinity, which enables immersive training using integrated AI and XR for the healthcare and aviation industry. And here we go.
Hi, I'm Alex, CEO of Symfinity. We've all seen it. Gen Z swipes, skips, and scrolls. They expect fast, interactive, and personalized learning. But when it comes to training, they're still handed PDFs, manuals, and long seminars. That's the gap we're closing. Companies spend over $400 billion a year on corporate training. 90% of it forgotten within a week. Learners are disengaged, managers cannot measure impact, and most training still looks like e-learning from 2005. It's a system built for checkboxes, not performance. In critical industries, training failure has real consequences. Medical error is now the 3rd leading cause of death in the US. In aviation, a single mishandled emergency can cost up to $100,000 or lives. The problem is not knowledge, it's the lack of real-world practice. And that's where we built SimCloud. You upload SOPs, incidents, process. SimCloud instantly turns them into AI-powered roleplay, VR or desktop simulations with real-time performance analytics. It takes minutes, not days, not weeks, to turn static documents into measurable, immersive training. People don't learn by memorizing, they learn by doing, failing, and improving. Symfinity gives learners realistic scenarios with adaptive AI. They make decisions, face consequences, and grow. It's training that actually prepares them for the job. We are riding 3 converging waves: $400 billion in global corporate training, 30 billion XI learning, 25 billion AI and education. The shift is clear, from theory to performance, and Symfinity is built for that future. SimCloud is a SaaS platform with a usage-based layer. Clients pay $2 per user per month for SimCloud access, plus sim units to unlock simulations, AI roleplay, and analytics. The more they train, the more they consume. Simple, scalable, sticky. We go to market with a clear playbook. Start small, 1 team, 1 scenario. Prove impact through data, then expand across departments and lock in through LMS integration. And that's how we already landed CU Hong Kong in education, Cathay Pacific in aviation, and hospital networks across the Greater Bay Area. In our first year, we trained more than 5,000 learners. We generated $250,000 in revenue, and we achieved 2 times revenue growth year on year. Most platforms teach theory. Symfinity helps teams practice what really matters. We're not an LMS. We're not just XR, and we're not a chatbot. We unify immersive content, adaptive AI, and real-time analytics in one platform, SimCloud. We don't just digitize training, we make it real. I've built and exited 2 companies in China. Flo, our CTO, scaled cloud platforms in Europe and Asia. Shelfie, our CFO, is ex-VC and UK Consulate Finance Advisor. Our users grow steadily, but revenue per user scales. And that's because once they're in, we unlock more. We push new content, new departments, and deeper engagement. We're tracking from $250,000 last year to $12 million ARR by 2028, with a 4 times increase in revenue per user. We are raising $3 million at a $20 million post-money valuation to scale. Funding will support AI in content development, compliance and enterprise readiness, and GTM and sales acceleration. The engine is built, the market ready. Now it's time to scale. Thank you.
Okay, we can take 2 questions for Symfinity. Jury members, please unmute yourself.
I can go with the first question. So can you explain a little bit better on the business model? I mean, it is a full subscription model. Is there an initial fee for each new training that you develop? Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yes, so we've been exploring and shifting. We used to charge for the scenario creation, but we realized it adds friction, and then AI is a new tool. So if you want to onboard in B2B and you tell them my platform is very cheap, but the first thing you need to do is pay a lot of money to create the content, it doesn't make sense. So we've been evolving, also coached by Pankaj actually, and now we charge a very minimal fee per month to access the platform. You have no content ready, but then we build the content. We do not charge for that. So basically they will be charged on the consumption of the content. Now when we do that, if we don't charge the customer, the content belongs to us, so we co-create the scenario with your company, and then we own the content. Now, if the company, the clients want to fully own the content, then we charge like a copyright fee. So it all depends if they really want to own the thing 100% or not. So at the smaller cost, they do not pay for scenario creation, and they just pay for usage.
Thank you. Let's take one more question. Yeah, Martin, please.
Yeah. How does your financial modeling work in the healthcare industry? Because if I was to apply your $2 per user per month in the trust where I work, you'd be looking at in the order of something like about $30,000 a month, because we've got 14,000 staff, and we just couldn't afford sort of 300,000 a year for your system. So have you been successful in implementing it in Asia so far?
Yes, so implementation healthcare system, most of the clients right now, they're universities. So like our main customer is the University of Hong Kong, CU Hong Kong, and PolyU, CTU, so the top medical universities. For now, their annual budget using our services is around 200 Hong Kong dollars, which would be $30. So they do that. For airlines, it seems that the sweet spot is around that as well. So so far, so good. Then if it's for a large number of users, obviously we would, adapt the pricing, because the idea is we can help to scale and adapt to your basically conditions. So I think we should be open to that, so we can always chat.
Thanks a lot.
Cool.
Alex?
Cheers. Yes, I'll see everyone in the chat. I know that. I'll shut up now. Bye.
Thanks a lot for that. The next one is Quick Ads, which is a Gen AI solution enabling marketing leaders to create millions of personalized videos instantly. And here we go.
Hey everyone, quick question. What if every customer truly believed that your brand made a video just for them? In today's world, 71% of consumers demand personalized experiences, yet less than 1% of companies send personalized videos. Why is this? Because until now, video personalization has been expensive, complex, and slow. Quick Ads is here to change that. We transform customer data into millions of hyper-personalized videos automatically. Our clients connect their CRM or CDP to our platform. They choose a use case, such as abandoned cart recovery, upselling, or retention, and then Quick Ads generates hyper-personalized videos on demand and makes them available for on-sending via WhatsApp, in-app notifications, email, or multimedia messaging. No editors, no delays, no complexity. So let's take a look at what this means in action. For Zara, we created an abandoned cart recovery video using customer browsing data. It says, "Hello Teresa, you've left the following items in your cart." It shows a couple of images for each garment. It shows the name of each garment, the price of each garment, and it includes a CTA offering a discount code to incentivize purchase. For Dyson, we designed an upsell based on prior purchases and time elapsed. It says, "Hello Patricia, we hope that you are pleased with your Dyson V8. Given that you purchased it 5 years ago, perhaps you're interested in the new and improved V15 S Detect submarine that serves not only as a vacuum cleaner but also as a mop. And you know what? It's on sale." Now here's what that impact looks like in numbers. Across our portfolio, we're talking about a 9x increase in opening rate, a 7x increase in click-through rates, and a 3x increase in conversion. Now, Quick Ads stands out relative to the competition because we offer full personalization across visuals, text, and voice, real-time video generation as opposed to batch rendering, and total automation via API. We're truly built to scale from day one. Competitors like Edomu or Sunday Sky still rely on hybrid or manual processes. We're faster, leaner, and built for the AI native enterprise. The market is huge, exceeding 300 billion euros globally across video ads and CRM engagement. We're targeting large enterprise across retail, banking, telecom, and automotive industries who require millions of videos per year. Our model is simple and scalable. We charge 5 to 20 cents per video depending on volume. With just 13 enterprise clients, we reach 10 million euros in annual recurring revenue. We go to market through direct sales, third-party distribution partnerships, and our no-code self-service Quick Studio. Over the past 12 months, we've raised €1 million in pre-seed funding. That's 50% equity, 25% European funding, and 25% government credit. We've closed 5 POCs with large enterprise, and we've developed a sales pipeline exceeding 30 million euros. Our C-level team combines deep experience in AI, design, and enterprise software. Jack Stevens, our CTO, is a full-stack engineer and API expert. We have Jaime Fabaya with more than 10 years in B2B sales. We have Vadim Fedorov, who has a PhD in computer vision and image analysis. And then myself, a 3-time founder with 10 years startup experience. We just closed our pre-seed round, so we have 18 months to convert our existing POCs into service management agreements, to hit 125,000 euros in monthly recurring revenue, and to raise a 3 million euro seed round next year. If you're excited about the future of personalized video and want to be part of a category-defining company, let's talk. Thank you.
Okay, so Tom is not on the call because he just became father, first-time father. So we have Jaime on the call to respond to your questions.
So yeah, probably you all have seen the Google AI keynote, and I'm just wondering because this was not in your competitors list. They've done like something quite similar. So how do you differentiate yourself from what Google is offering right now?
Yeah, thank you for the question. That's all these Gen AI solutions that are popping up and are being super revolutionary. We see them more as a provider than a competitor. Like I think with all these tools and new functionalities they are developing, we can get better. And in our case, we are targeting and being more in a sales led model, getting that relationship with these big corporates and getting that integration. So we think our defensibility goes more in our sales led model and that relationship, that commercial relationship with the clients.
Thank you, Jaime. Let's take one more question.
How do you feed the model for the personalization? I mean, the content, the approach is different if it is for a 15 years old or for a 50 years old person. So how do you embed that in the model?
I'm gonna pass this question to Vadim, that is our Chief Scientific Officer that is here in the call with us. So Vadim, are you there?
Yes. So basically, the client profile depends on our client. So the profile of the viewer depends on the client, right? And for the client, we can have different kind of templates, different kind of personalization. And then, of course, if the campaign is targeted for 15 years old, there will be another procedure, another checks in place, but it's all per client. Basically, whatever client demands, we can provide guide rails and human in the loop in the preparation of all the assets. And we are taking a good care of not introducing a lot of AI too soon, because before we know that the success rate is 99.9%, we are not going to put Gen AI without supervision, without a person seeing.
Thanks a lot, Vadim. We'll have to take more questions from the chat section. The next presentation is Home Roots, and Gil is there to respond to your questions after the presentation from New Jersey. But Home Roots offers a B2B omnichannel platform to expedite US expansion of foreign homeware manufacturers. And here we go.
Hello, my name is Gil, and I'm the CEO of Home Roots. If you manufacture a product out there and you want to sell it to consumers, you can go to Amazon, Shopify, eBay, you name it. But to go big, you got to go retail. But guess what? When you try to reach out to those retailers, just too busy, they're not motivated to get back to you. But let's say somehow you got in. You got to fight for the buyer's attention. And you have to adhere to the requirements that if not adhering to them, that may lead to your termination of relationship or financial penalization that can run you out of business. So to excel in the relationship, you need to hire talent that knows compliance, logistics, sales, marketing, inventory management, marketing, IT. Whoa, too much for small to medium-sized suppliers. And next, in order to start getting some sales, you need to upload your products to each and every retail individually and manually, all meeting all of their requirements. And you have to set unique pricing for each retailers. And when you get to the orders, it's up to you to handle the shipments and ensure delivery to the consumers. But if you're in a home category, you don't have to worry about any of that. We built up a platform that enables the manufacturer to upload once to our platform, and then we'll take it and broadcast it everywhere else. Using our proprietary AI, our system will guide the manufacturer on what's needed to comply and excel with the retailers. Our AI capabilities of content and imagery generation will ensure that when we broadcast the products to retailers, they will be offered for sale quicker than anyone else and will enhance the exposure with the largest retailers. Then when orders are placed by the customers using third-party partnerships that we have with logistical companies, we will orchestrate pickup from the warehouse and delivery to the consumers. Last, through home routes, you can get your product sold to small businesses. That's an extra cherry on the top. And we already connected 250 manufacturers to retailers that you see on the left side of the screen. And over the next 2 quarters, we're gonna go live with double the amount of retailers, noting expansion into real estate by partnering with Redfin. And by Q4, we're gonna factory direct to accelerate the onboarding of products as much as possible with a lower cost of goods sold to our retailers. And we're targeting a $400 billion industry that represents the North American retail sales of home products, due to grow 30% by 2030. And we're able to perform and demonstrate to retailers that sourcing from us is better for their KPIs, in such a way that now Wayfair is partnering with us to refer more of their manufacturers onto our platform, and we're in discussion with other retailers as well to do the same. The way we grow is more SKUs, more sales. Simple. So we're expecting to double our customer base, and we're expecting, therefore, to double our annual sales per SKU. Due to our partnership with international factories and aggregators, our SKU count on the platform is scheduled to 10 times itself over the next year and a half. And our AI technology helps us reduce the cost of setting up a product in the market. All that leads to our projections, which is hitting $120 million by 2027. Our revenues consist of transaction revenues paid by the buyers, and SaaS revenues paid by the suppliers. At the end of last year, we broke even. So any investment in home routes is a de-risk investment. Okay. With 2 exits under our belt, we're striving for the 3rd. Next time you shop for toys on Amazon, remember that you just met the person that set the foundation to where it is today. So we know how to build enterprise systems that last. We need the money to hire for all of our integrations on both supply and demand side. And then account managers will follow, and executives will follow after that. Any investment in home routes is subject to 20% cashback from the state of New Jersey, and we are expecting more funds to come in form of grants. So with that, I thank you very much for listening to me and wishing you the best of the day.
We have Gil on the call to respond to your questions. Gil, I hope you are not sleepy.
Try not to be. All good, all good.
Yeah, Anya, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So these projected customers that you showed towards the end of the year, are they already committed, or is it that you're in talks?
100% committed. The ones that are in talks, I don't even have room on the deck to put them on.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, one more question for Gil. Okay, you may be seeing poll on your screen, and if you have more questions, please use chat section. I'll wait for probably 4 or 5 seconds before moving on to the next presentation. Okay, let's move on to the next presentation, which is Perceive Now. Perceive Now offers proprietary AI agents to deliver market and technology intelligence reports. And here we go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vinita, founder and CEO of PerceiveNow.ai. We are a proprietary agentic AI platform that delivers validated and accountable intelligence. Despite the hype around ChatGPT or Perplexity, 58% of the CEOs still rely on their gut feeling to take the most important decisions. These AI tools provide them where the data is coming from, but they don't tell us which data source to trust. This was the exact case when the director of design in P&G came to us with a laser project that has been stalled for several months, despite spending $500,000 and having all the AI tools at their disposal. That's where Perceive Now came into picture and solved this problem for them by providing weighted, logic-based, explainable, and accountable insights for 90% faster and 95% of reduced cost. So how do we really work? We have 3 simple steps. Our proprietary multi-LLM agentic AI network starts by acting as a smart consultant and building a fantastic scope of work based on the objectives, problems to be clarified, and the questions to be answered. Followed by that, in the next step, the agents classify all of the data sources and map them according to their credibility. And in the last step, an entire report is custom generated based on the explainability, statistical rigor, and all the other custom options chosen by the users. Currently, we are focused on the top 3 verticals as enterprises, PE firms and VCs, and IP law firms. But this is literally just scraping the tip of the iceberg. So now the billion-dollar question. Why are we better than Perplexity and ChatGPT? These single LLM chatbots treat all the data sources along the exact same lines. Whereas in PerceiveNow's engineered AI agents, there is mathematical validation, credibility-weighted intelligence, precision insights, full transparency, and even adaptive multi-LLM orchestration, which provides absolute clarity and statistical rigor. So it is not just the fact that it's been mathematically verified, but also provides a complete 100% transparency and explainability into why a particular data holds a confidence interval of 95% versus 70%. This is an end-to-end 25-layer process between the 7 important stages of generating an extremely well thought out and statistically credible report, which acts as an entire end-to-end automated process. Not just that, we also excel in integrating the public data sources with our proprietary data sources, which provides the users with the most up-to-date information and absolutely zero lag. We have a whopping $150 billion of global TAM. But we're beginning with healthcare and CPG industry verticals, which requires the most amount of validated insights and are the most regulated. We have a very simple SaaS subscription model and are transitioning from our per project model to SaaS-based model. In the past 8 months of us coming to the market, we have made $120,000 of revenue from 10 companies and across 25 users. More importantly, we have $2 million in pipeline with the top leading Fortune 500 companies. We start by working on a pilot with these companies and then gradually switch towards an annual contract. These first 10 accounts are worth $1.5 million in healthcare and CPG sectors that we currently have in pipeline. These are some of the existing customers who trust us, but this is also a proof that we have unlimited scaling potential across multiple industry verticals. We are projected for $1 million of revenue by end of this year and $3.5 million by end of next year. We are a team of 3 co-founders. My background is a PhD in computer science, electrical, and biomedical engineering. Most importantly, our superpower is to adapt according to what the market requires, but also backed by incredible founders and advisors from the top leading and cutting-edge research labs and industries. We've already closed our $500,000 pre-seed round last year and currently raising our $1.5 million seed round. Most of these funds will be spent on business development, customer acquisition, and of course, scaling our potential towards other industry verticals as well. Thank you so much.
Okay, that was a quick presentation from Vinitha. We have Vinitha on the call from Bay Area to respond to your questions.
Hi, Vinitha. This is Rashmi here. A quick question for you. Could you describe who's your sweet spot customer profile?
Yes. So within enterprises, they're actually, if I have to pick a common title for everybody, they are usually P&L owners. And in general, P&L owners are directors, VPs, head of R&D, head of marketing, anybody who's in the management layer and holds a budget for a project and looking for intelligence.
Yeah, let me just reframe my question again. I was basically trying to understand the profile of the enterprise for the client, how big or small they are, right, in terms of the revenue.
Sure, yes. So, got it, yeah. So we have Fortune 500s like P&G and Henkel or Johnson & Johnson as customers. We also have SMBs, which are in the mid-range of revenue, like GPI Beauty or Elevate Outdoor Collective. Both these are a good fit for us. I don't think anything below that would be a good profile from an enterprise standpoint.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinitha. Let's take one more question.
So I'm wondering, because especially in Germany and Europe, data security is a huge issue. So normally, companies don't use ChatGPT at all because of data security issues. So for one, is that an issue with your company as well? And two, I mean, I understood that you get like a full report after 48 hours, but normally in consulting, clients have questions afterward. So how does that work if they have follow-up questions after you report?
Yeah, both absolutely great questions. So I'll answer the first one. Actually, yes, it's not that we don't get those questions about security and compliance, but we've actually satisfied all of them. And one of even the board members who's from Anthropic, he's the head of Safeguard, and primarily just focused on enterprise compliance when we're looking at model-based protection and leakage of data, and anything that goes just beyond the SOC 2 compliance and what is traditionally considered as an enterprise security and data privacy policies. So I'm happy to talk about all of those layers, separately. The second aspect is that, as you just mentioned, one of the I would just say that in the most use cases scenario. Hello.
Yep.
Sorry. Can you
Continue.
hear us? Hello.
Yeah, continue, please.
You're still there.
We can hear you.
Sorry, it froze on my end. I'm very sorry. Okay. Yeah. So in the most use cases scenario, hello.
Yeah, you're good. You're good, Vinita. Please continue.
Okay.
We'll have to move on to the next presentation. Vinita can probably respond to that question in chat. Next one is Morphew, which is a Gen AI video platform automating kids' storytelling. And here we go.
Hi, I'm Salih, and welcome to Laila. We are building a new category in digital media, an intelligent global storytelling platform made for children, a place where kids don't just watch, they co-create, learn, and grow through safe, personalized, animated stories. Think of it as the next YouTube for children, but powered by AI and designed to inspire imagination. Here's the real issue. Kids are watching hours of content every day, but most of it doesn't teach anything. It's loud, generic, and flat. Educational content, meanwhile, is expensive and outdated. And even though kids are already interacting with AI, there's nothing designed to give them safe, creative, age-appropriate experiences. That's the gap we are filling. For the first time, we can make personalized videos in just minutes, not days, saving time and money. Laila makes it possible for kids, parents, or educators to turn a simple idea into a full animated, engaging, and personalized video. It's fast, safe, and emotionally intelligent. We handle the hard parts like scripting, visuals, voice, even compliance, all in a few clicks. And this is how it works. This is Laila. You can go to tellmelaila.com and create your own story. When you give an idea about a story and choose few things, our video agent in the background will work on this idea and will deliver complete, enjoyable, and entertaining, also educational video in a few minutes.
Trees need to make their own food, and they use sunlight to do it. Inside each leaf are tiny green factories called chloroplasts. The tree absorbs water through its roots and pulls it up to the leaves. Leaves take in carbon dioxide gas from the air through tiny pores. Sunlight energy is captured by the green chlorophyll inside chloroplasts. Using sunlight energy, trees transform water and carbon dioxide into sugar. Oxygen is released from the leaves as a helpful waste product. The tree uses the sugar as food energy to grow taller and stronger.
You can try Laila today. It's available on web and Google Play Store and Apple App Store. And Laila is more than just a storytelling tool. It delivers real impact also for businesses too. Our impact spans in three major verticals: education, entertainment, and commerce. We help platforms produce more content faster, increase completion and engagement rates, and lower production costs dramatically. And most importantly, we deliver content that builds emotional connection. It's not just a fun product, it's a smart business solution too. We monetize in two ways. Parents and educators pay for direct access to Laila, and for brands or edtech companies, We offer a storytelling API they can embed into their own platforms. We are a team of media and tech experts who have built and exited companies in media, storytelling, and content creation before. Lila is evolving. She's not just a tool anymore, she's becoming an AI companion. Soon, kids will talk to Lila, help shape their own stories, and explore a growing content library created for values, creativity, and education. Think of it as a safe, intelligent media environment designed to grow with the child, blending entertainment and learning in a way no platform has before. We are raising $850,000 to bring Lila to more homes and schools. This funding will help us launch new features, expand our content library, and grow to 2,000 paying subscribers by the end of this year. Thanks so much. If you're excited about the future of kids, stories, and safe AI, we'd love to talk.
Fantastic. We have a question from Bipin. Bipin, please go ahead.
Hi, good morning. And I would like to know what is your plan for content analysis and how to control, because there are possibilities that there can be wrong contents coming in. So how you control that actually?
Thank you, Bipin, for the question. Great question, by the way, because we are obsessed with the safety and bias mitigation. So we basically integrate safety agents at every step to make sure that generated content is safe for kids, free of bias, and everything. So basically, when user gives a prompt, we start by checking the prompt, checking the idea. If it's safe, we are moving to the story creation and checking the story creation. If it's safe, we are moving to image generation and the next steps. Thank you.
Thank you. Thomas, please unmute yourself. You're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Pankaj. Thanks for the presentation. You've just mentioned B2C and B2B, but how will you go to the market?
Thank you. Yeah, perfect question. This is our because right now we in B2C side we start to work with parenting influencers and also focusing on social media, running some ads. On B2C side, we attend a few events, and right now we are talking with potential pilot customers that are integrating our storytelling engine into their existing platforms. So basically, we because this product is kind of product that didn't exist before, we are creating some use cases specifically with parents, with educators, with kids therapists, and business side with toy brands, kids publishing companies, and we are going to create some use cases and start from there.
And what geographical markets?
Focusing first on North America, US and Canada, and following with Europe and Middle East.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I go just for half a second? So, Sunny, hi, Rashmi here. I want to just congratulate you for just picking up this whole concept of creating a safe content for the kids, right? And I was really enjoying how the content was created. If you put the business model right, it's actually an ask of today's time across the globe, right? So congratulations on that, Sally. Yeah.
Thank you, Rashmi. Appreciate it.
Rashmi, that's a very motivating statement. I'm sure that you would love to have a side conversation with Sally and team later on.
Absolutely.
And let's figure it out how we can do that with your help. Again, thanks to all the jury members. Please keep using chat section for asking more questions. The next presentation is Radiance, which offers VR Panda to create VR content on any operating system without any installation. And here we go.
Hello, my name is Kelvin. Imagine you have a 2-hour course. This tool can help you to reduce to 30 minutes only. Will you use it? That's the power of VR. Yet around 30% of organizations can't adopt VR, not because of the hardware, but because creation content requires expensive developer and months of work. That's why we built VR Panda, a such web-based platform to create metaverse as simple as building Lego. One click to puppet VR content across all devices. Why now? The content service market is growing at an incredible 40% yearly rate in the coming 5 years. The creator economy is also growing at a very high speed, so we are perfectly positioned at the intersection point of them. I'm the founder, Kelvin Yuan, a severe entrepreneur with a master in AI. My team has got Hong Kong Cyberport Incubation Program and achieved angel fund investment from Hong Kong Tech 300 and China Resources Group in just 6 steps to create your first metaverse. The first step is access our web. Then you can create your avatar. You can use our template or your own VR assets. Add a multimedia file in your scenes. Use our built-in library to add 3D models. Add the animation, sequential, path. Add the intention point. Then you can preview your scenes to look at what you made before. Finally, you can publish your scenes and share with your friends. We support voice message, live streaming, and we will paste in VR headset as well. VR Panda can be applied in many industries like education, marketing, culture, storytelling. 60 schools in Hong Kong is currently using or implementing VR Panda already. Here are some successful stories like VR school tour, showroom or product showroom, VR gallery, VR training, etc. What are our unique selling points? We are the only platform that delivers no install required to access Metaverse, working across all popular devices and OS. Build ready-to-use free model library, social networking, and programmable NPC. We monetize through mainstream, subscription, marketplace commission, and enterprise license. We have different plans for B2B and B2C. With 50% profit margin today, we scale to 45 million revenue in 5 years with 85% profit margin. We look for 1 million investment for supporting our 18 months operation and dominate Asia Pacific VR education market, launching 3 new countries this year, and develop new features like AR and AI. Finally, join us, join VR Panda, to build the YouTube of VR. Thank you.
Hey, let's take questions for Kevin. Thomas, did you have a question?
No, I still, my hand's up from the last time.
Hey, Bipin, please go ahead.
So I have seen this, the multiple things like this in the same similar backgrounds. What happens is if you don't have a face, so it is, if you don't reflect the actual person, so how you will attract people actually?
Sorry, you don't what actual person?
Yeah, so if your face is not matching, you will act. And anybody can, if it is a school background or if you have an educational side, if the student is not reflected as a student, they can be doing any mischief in the things, and then they can be even not showing their real picture.
Actually, we have AI face to customize per their feature. And at the same time, we monitor the activity. For example, if they are online or offline status, so we can monitor their status as well.
Because the reason why I asked is because everybody likes their face. It's whatever it is, your face is your best pal, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bipin, for that feedback, that comment. I think that's quite helpful. Do we have any other question for Kevin? Probably we can take one more.
Yes, me, please. I have a quick question for Kevin.
Sure.
How do you measure whether students actually benefit or learn better using VR products?
Because as at the beginning, there's a safer research to mention that if for a 2-hour course, if you use this e-learning, it can reduce to about 1 hour. But if you use the VR, it's about 30 minutes because what we learned before is a
Keep going, Kevin. Please continue.
first person. So it's an active learner. So active learner efficiency is much higher than the passive. Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot. We will have to take more questions for Kevin in the chat section. The next presentation is PureSight, which is protecting kids from inappropriate content, cyberbullying, screen addiction, or cyber predators. And here we go.
Of cells, and what we do in PureSight is keeping our children safe and secure in the digital world. Now our children are in great danger. 2 out of 3 children are getting cyberbullying. Those who are getting cyberbullying are 12 times more likely to commit a suicide. The sex crime becomes digital. So knowing your child in the physical world in 2025 is knowing only half of your child. This problem is not going to disappear. On the contrary, it's just getting bigger and bigger. The good news that we see a spike adoption of online child safety solution, and parents are looking for solution after COVID. And as a result, we see the release of Google Family Link, Apple Screen Time, and Microsoft Family that educated our market here and here to stay. And the market is huge. We're speaking about 45 billion by 2030. PureSight mission is simple: to provide parents information about their children's digital life, allowing parents to take an active part in their children's protection and guidance. A bit about the team. So we have Roy Cohen, global expert on child safety market, bring experience in AI and machine learning technology with track record of building platform already with prior exit. Me, more than 10 years of leading sales strategy for cutting edge tech companies, generators more than $10 million ARR for tech companies around the globe, and already in PureSight brings some achievement with Samsung, Boltec, T-Mobile, and more. And we have Brandon, our advisory board executive, managing partner at ABDG Ventures, bring expertise in investment and business strategy and finance. What we bring here to the table is all the well-known first-generation features that we all know, like Live 360 or Google Family Link. They all focus on screen time and location. We bring all of it, and on the top of it, unique AI breakthrough technology that we developed here in PureSight. The first technology that we're bringing is artificial content recognition. Allow us to classify web pages based on the content of the page and not the address of the page using AI. The second technology that we developed here in PureSight is another AI and machine learning technology that monitor all social media conversation and how to identify events on TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp that require parents' involvement. We call it ACI, Active Chat Inspection. AI and machine learning are great tools, but they cannot operate alone. That's why they backed up by a global human research lab that have 3 main tasks: identify the language that the children are using, the digital language, identify dangerous trails and rails, and identify inappropriate application. So what is our status? We finished 2024 with $1.1 million ARR. Most of the customers coming from the telecom, and average deal is between $50K to $300K. We have also initial success in retail, and we have 3 significant partners: Boltec Insurance, Samsung Israel, and T-Mobile. What is our business model? 75% will be B2B2C, and 25% will be direct B2C. We want to be close to our customers. The proposition is clear. We have round that called pre-A, 25% discount on round A, 15 million valuation cap pre-money, 15% already committed. The fund will go to sales, deepen US presence, and have 3 strategic partnerships before Series A. We have also great momentum today, 2.6 million with a direct pipeline and 25 million via our distribution channel all over the world. Also, some benchmark from this market. We have Live 360 evaluated in $3.5 billion, have only location services, and Bark evaluated between 300 and 400 million. Also, a lot of regulation in Florida, California, Colorado, Singapore, Australia, and more. And we have also a solid roadmap of child safety. We invite you to hear more and be part for our global child safety revolution. Thank you very much for joining us and bring me this opportunity to present PureSight.
Fantastic. We have Roy on the call. Please, Bipin, go ahead.
How you stand separate from a product called as Family Safety by Microsoft, because they are also offering the same thing?
Yes, so basically family software of Microsoft is like Google and Apple. The first differentiation is that these services working only on the device of the manufacturer. Microsoft working on the PC environment, Google and Family Link work on I'm talking about how they protect the devices. You as a parent can install the management application on all of your devices, but in order to...
Sorry, I will interfere because I'm using Microsoft Safety. I install in my kids' different platforms in case of Microsoft, or in case of iPhone, and in case of tabs, everything
For
works.
Microsoft, you are correct. For the other vendor like Google and Apple, this is one of the differentiation. The second differentiation is these services usually focus on screen time location services, the ability to manage the screen time of your kids, and the ability to have location services on the device of your kids. What we are adding is the ability to analyze the content that your kids are being exposed on social platform and website. And this is the real differentiation. And this is the real feature that parents are seeking today, because the challenges that we have today is that when you are sitting with your kids, is sitting next to you at home, holding a mobile device, and you don't have any clue who is talking with him, what content he's seeing, and what he's doing there. And this is a real challenge for parents, and involve a lot of dangerous things that can happen to your kids when you think it's safe, sitting next to you, and you don't have any clue of what is happening.
Let's take next question, Rui.
Sure.
Thomas.
How do you figure out the TikTok or the WhatsApp content?
Yeah, this is a big challenge, because all of these platforms are using peer-to-peer encryption today, and you cannot screen the network in order to understand what is happening there. So in each platform, we are having a unique technology or implementation that give us the ability to fetch the content of what kids are exposed to or sending on in the conversation. So this is the first one, and in different platform, in different social platform, and in different devices, we are doing it in different ways. But this is the real challenge. But we are capable to do that, and then once we extract this data, we are capable to send it to our smart engine that is capable to identify the problematic content, like cyberbullying, pedophile that is reaching your kids, or they're exposed to dangerous trends.
So you're telling me you're able to do so, but you're not telling me how.
We can elaborate it more, but it's a bit technical, you know. Android,
Probably we can have a side conversation later on. Gonçalo, can we have the last question from you, please?
Yes, thank you for the presentation. I think it's quite interesting, and for the people that have kids, definitely. I would like to ask you, how do you address, I would say, two challenges? One is data privacy compliance, because you extract and get a lot of data, so I think there's a topic there. And the second one is, with the big increase that we face every day with the fake content, how the fake content will impact your model that you can get to, let's say, false positives things.
Okay, so let's start with the private policy. Obviously, private policy is very important for us, and we are doing all what we can do in order to protect the data of our users. We are keeping the data encrypted. storing it anonymous, storing the data only on certain up to 30 days, and then delete it from our servers. And we comply with all the regulation of the in each region that we are operating, like GDPR in Europe and other in different regions. So this is one. Regarding the content, this is why we establish our content research lab. We understand that the data is dynamic. Each week we have new trends that we need to adopt and update our knowledge base. We need to identify the slang that the kids are using on this platform, because they invade a language that we need to identify. So this is why we have a content research lab that make our knowledge base that our smart engineers using up to date with all the changes that were available on ongoing tasks.
Thanks a lot, Roy. We'll have to move on to the next presentation, but I would request you to respond to Thomas' question in the chat section so that he understands what is the technology behind you figuring out what is going on TikTok and WhatsApp. Let's move on to the next presentation, which is NZ Data, which offers a decentralized computing power platform. And here we go.
I'm Tyree, and I'm thrilled to introduce NZ Data, the proud winner of ESG Award for Asia Pacific's first green computing power sharing platform. Today, I'd like to share how our technology is helping make AI computing more efficient, more sustainable, and more affordable for the world. The challenge: AI is evolving at an incredible pace, and so is its demand for computational power. But this rapid growth comes at a cost: skyrocketing energy consumption, and leading to a looming energy crisis in AI infrastructure. At the same time, the challenge opens up a massive opportunity. In China alone, the AI computing power market is projected to reach $23.4 million US. And globally, the opportunity is 5 times larger. So, how do we win in this market and make the world greener? Our answer is NCOS, the NZ Data Computing Operating System. NCOS is a next generation platform for building enterprise AI computing infrastructure and sharing computing power at scale. We connect neutral data centers to global customers. This helps data center monetize idle resources and convert infrastructure investment into revenue. Customer access affordable high performance AI computing at significantly reduced costs. Our technology is the backbone of this transformation. It's recognized across regions. We own IPs in Hong Kong and are expanding into China and Singapore. That's why we received the 2025 ESG Computing Power Management Award for our contribution to sustainable and efficient computing. Compared to traditional IT services provider, we help customers cut computing costs by up to 50%, while improving data center resources utilization by over 70%. Our business model: we've built a robust ecosystem of partners, channels, and clients. Our stable, high-growth business model generates 60% of revenue from public computing power sharing services and 40% from private computing solutions and traditional IT services. We forecast an annual growth rate of 45%, aiming for multi-million US dollars targets in the coming years. Join us. We are now inviting financial investors to join us in this high-potential, fast-growing industry. Together, we can create strong returns and a more sustainable, AI-driven future. Finally, I'm incredibly proud of our team. We are a group of experts in cloud computing, data center, and AI. We are one of the earliest teams in China to harness open source technologies to build large-scale open.
Okay, we have Tide on the call to respond to your questions, and Tide is dialing in from Toronto. Please, jury members.
Hello.
So it's what, 4:17 a.m. for Tide in Toronto. I think we should one interesting question for them.
I can go. Yeah. So it was not completely clear for me the business model. I understand the innovation on the approach and the NCOS, but your business model is you get a subscription fee for the clients that adopt the NCOS. You provide the completely infrastructure managed by your innovation. How come your revenue really?
Yes, actually, we have two business models, as I mentioned in the PowerPoint. The first one is, as you say, we charge the subscription fee from the customer for our computing power sharing platform. The customer, they just need to use our the computing resources that we utilize from multiple neutral data centers. Actually, we also have the other business model. EthAum's is also a platform to help our customer to build their own AI computing pool. So for that business model, we can discuss with customer. It's not only the subscription model. We can also charge for example, for the search fee, or we can even help our customer to customize their own platform software to help them to build their own AI computing platform. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Tide. Thanks a lot, Gonçalo. If you have more questions for Tide, and the data, please.
Hi, Tide. Stephen here.
Hi.
It's not the first time I see what I would call CPU sharing models. A few of the others, they actually went down because after a while, the guys who actually shared the CPUs, they thought there was money in it for them as well. And it was actually getting harder when they needed more CPUs to keep finding freely available ones. How do you cope with those two challenges?
Actually, our business model mostly focus on the, as I mentioned just now, we mostly focus on the idle resources from a lot of neutral data centers. Especially for example, in China, actually now they build a lot of data centers, but almost all the data centers, they are very low utilized in their resources. So we try to centralize and utilize all these idle resources, and then help them to sell all of these resources to all the customers who they have the requirement for the AI computing power. But actually, we are not only focused on the CPU resources. We also provide the GPU power for these customers. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Tide. We will have to take more questions in the chat section. Next presentation is Applied Technology, which is consumerizing diagnostic and mental health with AnyHub, which is an AI-powered point of health smart clinic. And here we go.
Hi, my name is Chi Man, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Applied Technology Group Limited. Now, today I want to share our latest development, and our team's mission is to solve these three global healthcare norms. Number one, high cost of high healthcare. No society would provide on-demand medical services for free, and not everyone is receiving medical insurance fully covered. Second, never be enough supply of medical professional, and sickness cannot be rated. Third, your health and medical records are not tightly connected for the next generation of healthcare and AI business. Our vision is to care patients, which offer a one-stop AI healthcare platform of digital journey and connected patient record for the next generation of consumerized healthcare and mental well-being. We care about every patient by working through our 4 initiatives. Number 1, clinic, a well-integrated medical platform with smart clinic, point of health function. Second, app, the mobile app, seamless bridge between medical professional and patients. Third, record, tightly connected medical record from your day of birth. Last but not the least, the enterprise, integrating the public, private healthcare providers and insurance company for claim and settlements. Today, I want to highlight about our latest smart clinic development called AnyHub. This is phone booth size encapsulated relaxation hub for work, healthcare, and mental wellness. Our developers and engineer has developed a set of standardized and well-equipped telemedicine consultation, like stethoscope, 30 times magnifier detector for ear, nose, and skin syndrome consultation. For medical purpose, from our Clinic One medical platform experience, while with new developed enhancement for mental wellness, for stress, anxiety level detection, and based on medical device like ECG, HRV, and EGG, the brainwave detector. After 3 to 5 minutes measurement, our AI engine will be able to detect and recommend your best therapeutic treatment, like immersive sound and video therapies, and distressing tool, and as well mindfulness meditation based on your mental condition. This is mental wellness detection and therapeutic methodology are co-developed with both Hong Kong University and the University of Hong Kong. It's a 3-year continuous study project. Here's the proven figures that shows our effort in making of this smart clinic are in good shape. Provide 45% of more consultation by every physician, and only 1/30 of the clinic setup cost and deployment in 1 week's time. AI assistant for precision medication and reduce at least 30% of the mistreatment. Now, talking about the growth, this growth pattern illustrates a bolder goal and confidence about upcoming 5 years. Average annual growth exceeding 200%. This is all achievable if you could get access to your desired medical and healthcare service at a glance, like in a real estate clubhouse, workspace, school, to a regular clinic or hospital for 1/10 of the cost, and the revenue would be phenomenal. As an ESG responsive company, ATG has contributed to the community in terms of carbon reduction with medical groups, providing complimentary healthcare screening for elderly, as well as safeguarding 2.5 million medical record. That is 1/3 of the Hong Kong population already. And no better than comments are from our clients' direct feedbacks. Here are some of them. Customer coverage from institutional to 600 individual practice. This concludes my presentation, and thank you for your attention so far in Hong Kong.
Thank you. Yeah, Hanan, please go ahead. Unmute yourself, please. You're still on mute, Hanan.
So there, can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Presentation. I have a quick question for you. So you are working with smart clinics and remote healthcare solutions. What challenges are you facing with regulations when you expanding your products?
I think the biggest challenge is on the capital side, because each of this smart clinic is kind of costly in hardware, and we have to convince. I think our business model right now is to convince the medical operator to hire one of this smart clinic as an operator. So in return, they provide telemedicine, they provide on-site health check screening, and as a result, we probably from our 2 years experience, we can guarantee that they will get at least double return of how much they give us as a rental, as a SaaS model for this SaaS for this smart clinic. And the second obstacle is to find the location, to put it in place, be it inside a company or a real estate clubhouse. yeah, these are the two major obstacles that we faced.
Thank you, CM. Let's take the next question from Bipin.
Hi. I would like to know whether this can be fitted into a mobile unit, like a van or something like that.
Oh, yes. Thanks for a question. We have a series of we call it smart clinic health stations. We can produce we actually have a different form factor. We have a very mobile form factor with all FDA approved medical device for on-site screening and tracking. And versus the most prestige, you go inside and we will have a immersive experience, 120 inches LED display, coming around you inside a telephone booth. Yeah, we have a variety range of smart clinic.
Because this will actually reduce your cost actually. So because it can be used in multiple institutions, one van can be used in different institutions.
Let's take the last question from Michael. Michael, please.
What is the business model? So for a doctor or a clinic, he needs to buy the hardware and put the all investment, or it's a subscription model. So he rents for monthly fees, and whenever is enough of it, you can get it back.
Yeah, we have free charging model. Number one is they buy out the hardware, and we just provide the software platform to them, and we charge them just the software unit cost. The second model is totally they don't have to invest in the hardware. We charge them based on the SaaS model with one cost to this medical institution. And the third model is pay as you go, pay on demand.
Thanks a lot, CM. We'll have to move on to the next presentation. Obviously, please take more questions in the chat section. The next presentation is Strico, which is enabling immersive commerce using 3D metaverse, AI agents, and predictive analytics. Here we go.
Can you guess the percentage of retail shops on a busy street? Let me introduce you to my friend Sarah, a retail manager. Every day, she juggles spreadsheet for inventory, paper rosters for stuffing, and her phone for customer inquiries. She's constantly chasing expiring products, missing out on dietary preferences, and struggling to manage overstocking and last-minute shortages. Her store's data is scattered, disconnected, and she's not alone. Guess what? There's a solution. Introducing Strico. A unified retail operating system. From POS, inventory, HR, sales, marketing, logistics, and e-commerce, everything is connected. Smart, seamless, scalable. Retailers today rely on fragmented systems. One tool for sales, another for shelf tracking, and yet another for HR. Strico solves this with one intelligent dashboard. Imagine this. Real-time inventory and shelf tracking. Staff rostering, clock-ins, and productivity insights. Automated alerts for expiring items and replenishment suggestions, labeling for dietary requirements like halal, vegan, or gluten-free, and just in a few clicks to launch your own online store. That's not all. Strico includes proprietary AI prediction and analytics, OCR-powered data entry, and intelligent stock planning to reduce waste and align labor with sales. And for the first time ever, retailers can host their storefront in a 3D immersive shopping mall powered by our EXA technology. Shoppers can switch between 2D and 3D instantly, roam virtual aisles, and engage with your brand like never before. You know what? Strico already outperforms all major retail POS systems, including Airplay, Square, and Shopify. But here's our secret weapon. Strico's AI agents learn from your store's behavior, customer patterns, and even regional trends, offering smart suggestions and automations no other platform provides. Strico already made key strategic partnerships with Retail Care, SSL Commerce, Linkly, and more. Has over 17,000 products integrated with 6,000 more in the pipeline. We have successfully piloted the system, onboarded 200 vendors, and have active users in 59 countries. We're raising 500,000 in pre-seed funding. This capital will accelerate our tech development, operations, and compliance, funds will also support sales, marketing, and global expansion. Our roadmap is clear. We're rolling out next-gen AI retail operating system, deepening our POS integrations, and launching multilingual AI agents. Phase by phase, we are scaling across Asia Pacific, Middle East, and North America. Hi, I'm Mohammed, founder and CEO of Strico. With a background in AI, compliance, and startup scaling, I'm leading a seasoned team of engineers, retail strategists, and growth experts. Back to Sarah's story. She now runs her store with ease, staff, stock, shelves, and online orders all in one place. Strico transformed her store, and it can transform yours. So join us at Strico, where retail meets intelligence. Let's shape the future of retail together. Thank you.
Okay, let's take questions. Jury members, we have Mohammed Shahriar on the call to respond to your questions. And you may be seeing polls as well on your screen. Yes, Stephen?
Yeah. It's a question. I mean, if this product does everything that you say it does, yeah, I think the main challenge will actually be to convince your target segment, which is rather non-sophisticated. And this looks like something pretty hard to plug in the operation at the start. Once you get it going, it's fantastic, yeah? How do you actually adjust your go-to-market, yeah, and your setup to make sure that actually the barrier to entry for people to become your customer is rather low?
First of all, thank you very much. I think that's a great question, first of all. So for a large company like Walmart, like Kohl's, Woolworths, it's not a challenge. They already have those infrastructures, right?
Yeah.
That's where we came in, like from the whole customer journey. We wanted to solve all the problems, and we wanted to make it as cheap as possible so that anyone can use it. So we are integrating with the payment processor. So when you go to a retail platform like a supermarket, you tap in or you pay cash. Starting from that device that is connected, your whole accounting system, whether Xero, MYOB, everything is connected. All our AI is tracking how much revenue you generated today, what was your cost, how many people you rostered, if they came at the right time. If you want to start up your own online e-commerce, that generates even blog posts. Like we have 3 agents just to create all the marketing tools. If you want to send bulk emails, that our AI agent already can do it. Everything is automated, and all they need to do is like say, hey, I want to sign up, or we go to them and we say like, you sign up. Even like for them, we made it so easy. Like for an example, a retail manager, by the end of the day, there's an agent, it's called Vendora. Vendor is saying, hey, today you have $1,000 of sales, 800 was cost. So you made $200, but you overstuffed your people. Maybe you should, you're predicted to earn 1,200 tomorrow. So you may roster around that mark, and your stocks are running low for these products. Why don't you order? In one click, all the orders are being placed. Everything is automated, and I believe we're the only one in the whole world like who actually solves the puzzle, and it's operational now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mohammed, for the response. Any other question for Strico? Okay, so these were all 11 startups that were presenting today, presenting their AI XR solutions and how they are transforming different industries using their innovative solutions. Now, I would request our jury members to probably pick 2 or 3 startups that stood out from the lot. I know it's quite difficult to pick 2 or 3 startups when all of them are extremely amazing, but it's a difficult job, but let's try to do that. And if I may request IK to go first, since you're doing your PhD in startup presentations, so probably you could go first. Yeah, IK?
Yeah, sure. So obviously for my questions, I think that Perceive Now is actually up to something really great. And when it comes to to the pitching, I actually also loved the last one. It was pretty clear, and also, I mean, if you look at the pitch research, it's not only about the pitch, which were video pitches, but it's also about responding to hard questions that we are asking. And yeah, preparedness is something that investors are definitely look for. So I do think that also with the last pitch, that was really great, really elaborate how you're solving the problem.
So you mentioned
those two
Perceive Now
stood
and
out for me.
Strico. Awesome. Thanks a lot, IK. Steven, would you please go next?
I'm a bit in shock, Aiki. We should never work together because I got exactly the same too. So yeah. It's. I mean, first of all, Perceive Now, it's really a hot problem. Yeah, and it's something where a lot of people struggle with. And what I understand is actually what most of the big LLM models do for more basic tasks, which is human interface. It's a massive industry in Latin America, actually, but she does it at a pretty sophisticated level, is something where there might be a big breakthrough. And then on the last one, honestly, if you can crack that with a typical small retailer, yeah, think about, 2-3 shops, that type of people, it's a massive market, yeah. I think they've got a product. I'm still not convinced about how to get going with it, yeah. But that's a manageable problem to have, yeah, in the next phase. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing their product all across Belgium over the next years.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. I appreciate your comment. Thomas, please go ahead.
Well, that was an interesting choice of startups, very dense. So I'll have to probably go through my notes to make some good choice. I see the PureSight mission. If they can really crack that, that would be really helpful for our youth. I'm a parent and a grandfather that is definitely involved in some of these area. Coming also from the financial industry, that Oxbridge value proposition could be appealing to me as a user. But making some choices right now is already difficult. I'll probably look into 6 or 7 of those in more detail.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Thomas. 6 to 7 is not a bad number. We would obviously love to connect these startups with you as you see the fit. Bipin, could you please go next?
Yeah, I'm looking at the company Laila. I think that looks like doing good. And I've seen the medical tech one, which is into the mental health and things like that, because I'm also into mental health. So
applied technology, yeah.
Technology. So both looks promising, and I think scalable in case of market as of now situation is concerned. The only thing is they have to see how the applied tech has to see how they minimize their cost, so it can be applied in case of African markets and the Indian market and things like that.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Bipin. Appreciate your comments. Gonçalo?
I think it was a very great session. I would mention PureSight. I think it was an interesting one. Still challenge there, but interesting. Applied tech also quite interesting, as others already mentioned. And I think on a different perspective, Morphil, I thought it was also quite interesting. And the other one that I put here, the Simfinity on the training, I thought also some potential there.
Awesome. Appreciate Gonçalo for your feedback, for your comments. Can we have Hanan next, please?
Okay, my top 3 are Simfinity, Home Roots, and Quick Ads.
Okay.
Simfinity because they have clear plans and good partners. Home Roots because they already have strong sales and great connections. And finally, Quick Ads because big companies are already interested. But honestly, they all seem practical and ready to grow.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Hanan, for your feedback. Rashmi, could you please go next?
Yes. So first of all, I would say Pankaj and Madhu, a great job in putting this 11 startups together. It did give a variety of problem statement, variety of geographies from a startup view. So a great job done. From my pickup standpoint, just from a pure interest standpoint, I think it is perceived now, right? Because we're also trying to kind of figure it out, that space. So from a space interest point, perceived now. From a cost standpoint, from an impact standpoint, Lela for sure. I so wish that they do a great job. I also like, the last one, Strico, right? And I was just trying to figure it out. How can I possibly look at retail and the kind of work they are doing? But like Steven said, if the product really does what it is claiming to be, right, that's a big disclaimer as of now. But yeah, I like how he approached the pitch and how he answered the question, and applied tech too, right? That was, from a healthcare standpoint, I really liked the kind of work they were doing. So yeah, different lenses, different picks, but I think it was definitely worth the time spending with the startups. And I think jury was absolutely involved. So great investment of 1.5 hours.
No, definitely. Fantastic questions from the jury members, fantastic insights. And I'm happy that we are not wasting your time by not doing good stuff. So thanks a lot for that. May I request Michael to go next, please? Michael from EthAum's.
I believe applied technology definitely is very relevant. There is a lot to be discussed here. Also Symfinity, because we are very interested nowadays in a different type of training with a lower cost and something that is more interesting for people to acquire the knowledge. So maybe we will have further discussions on both startups. And for the rest, it was really great and interesting. So wishing you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Michael. Trust me, we are always hungry for the support. And we are extremely selfish. We are startup people, right? So we love all that support. So we'll connect you afterwards. Martin, please. Martin.
Lots of really interesting presentations. So thanks to all the companies in terms of the effort they put into presenting today. From a personal point of view, Symfinity was interesting because as I'm here working for the NHS, trying to train lots of different types of staff and different cultures and different age groups, trying to get a better way to get our training to be more sticky is always of interest. So their approach in training was really interesting. So I can see that could be really useful to have a discussion with them on training. So that touched a good nerve. Then with Morpho, with their platform, that whole area, in lots of areas, I can see with lots of the charity work we do with mental health in children and all sorts of things, getting across stories, how we can better put across, certainly to children, how we can explain medical conditions that are going on within their family, what's happening to their mum and dad, trying to explain why mum has got certain things going on with her, and also to themselves in a way that they can understand in a better way. At the moment, we use all sorts of documentation, but it can be a very confusing, very frightening process at times. So doing things in a more of a age-related, friendly way is always a good thing, and as well as for educating them. So that's really interesting. And then applied tech. I'm in the process of working with what's called our community diagnostic centers. So we're looking to basically stop people turning up at hospitals. So moving more things into what we would call over here primary care rather than secondary care. So the more things that we can do in the wider community. So it's having better access to trying to do things more proactively rather than reactively. So community diagnostic centers are great, but for that we need AI-powered reporting systems. So anything that we can have out into the wider community would be fantastic. So always interested in those things. So those are the three that stand out in terms of being applicable to my industry. But a lot of really good technology. I'm across the board. I mean the AI bit. In terms of the data centers, and that's anything that can help save us having to build nuclear power stations to run the AI centers is always a good thing. How we can implement that, I just don't know. But that's obviously a big challenge for us all going forward.
Yeah, no, thanks a lot, Martin. It seems you're doing a lot of interesting, moral, noble stuff for the mental well-being of the community. So thanks a lot for doing that. And if Sensefinity, Morphew, or Applied Technology can help you with your initiatives, then that would be really fantastic. That would be, I'm sure, a very strong sort of commitment and motivation from the founder's perspective. Is there anybody else who wants to join in and talk about 2 or 3 startups that stood out from their perspective? I see there are a couple of other VCs who are not part of the jury, but they are on the call. If you want to sort of unmute yourself, talk about 1 or 2 presentations, that's perfectly all right. Okay, no, but I truly appreciate everybody's time today. It has been fantastic 1.5 hours, slightly more than that. I hope this time was worth it and you really enjoyed this session with us. Thanks to the jury members. Somebody may have thought that, hey, too many jury members, but it's never enough, right? Because having a strong, diverse jury from different experiences, different geographies, different industries is extremely important. For the founders, it's very important to hear the insights, feedback, and difficult questions on these kind of live streams so that they can learn from this feedback and improve as a founder, as a person. So truly appreciate your time, jury members, with us today. Thanks to founders. Again, it's very difficult to condense the whole messaging in 4 minutes of video pitch. I think they did really, really well. And these presentations were not meant to boil the ocean. We definitely have to have side conversations to see where the real tech is, where the real differentiation is, how these different solutions can be implemented in what settings, and so on and so forth. So please, show your interest, connect with the founders, and we'll try to see how we can collaborate and support each other. Thank you, everybody, for your time today. Really, 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 really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough, and we'll reconnect.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great day.
Thanks for your time.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.